Hi Sagittarius. Welcome to your April 2021 reading. Let's talk some astrology really quick. So we have Mars in Gemini, which is just opposite your energy. And Mars will be squaring with Neptune and, excuse me, and trining with Jupiter later on. But Mars squaring with Neptune, so I'm doing this video on the 7th of April, and Mars is squaring Neptune. It'll be exact on the 9th, but there's this lead up that we're going to. So this energy can make you literally feel like you're going crazy. It can create a lot of confusion. There can be a lot of deceit wrapped around this. There can be a lot of lies. So really standing firm in your truth, knowing exactly who you are, making sure that the things that other people are saying, you're not giving your power to that. That's going to be a really, really big thing for you guys. Because this is the, Mars is in the house of relationships for you. And yes, for the rising sign, but you're also going to feel it in the sun and the moon sign as well. And so really not losing yourself within that energy is going to be really good. About a week later, there's going to be this really big burst of creative power, of wanting to get a lot of things done and start leveling up. So using the Aries new moon to manifest, using the Scorpio full moon on the 26th to release. Because where you guys are going, you can see that now. Aries season is the season for you to realize your passions. And if you've been sort of feeling a little bit lost within that and not really knowing what your purpose is or what road you're supposed to be on or what direction you're supposed to be going in, that's exactly normal. That's what's supposed to be happening, because it's giving you an opportunity to see where your energy is resonating and where your energy is not resonating. Because a lot of times when we feel stuck, stagnant, or we can't move around in the energy, it's because we've got our focus on something that our focus is not supposed to be on anymore. And so shifting and whether that's still going to be in the background or highlighted somewhere on your journey, that's fine. But there's a clear direction. You guys have that arrow pointed and you are ready to go in this clear direction. And any energies, any situations, any people, anything that's getting in the way of that clear direction, it's literally bouncing off of you. You won't even be able to hold on to things at this point. So if it's not meant to stick, if it's not meant to last, if it's not meant to stay, this energy is going to show you very, very clearly. And if you're not ready to release that, Taurus season is going to be hard. Seriously. Mars moves into Cancer on the, I forgot what day, 23rd. The sun will be in Taurus on the 20th. Mercury moves into Taurus on the 19th. So shifting everything. This is going to be a really interesting time for you guys. So be very, very clear with your intentions and recognize what that stuff is that you really want to manifest and what the stuff is that's getting in the way of you manifesting that. And it could even be beliefs, past beliefs, patterns that need to be changed, stuff like that too. It doesn't even actually have to be a real thing. Oh, nice. Okay. I'm just going to let you guys do the talking. I'm not going to say anything until it's time to say something. Okay. All right. So we have the Page of Wands. We have the Six of Wands. We have Justice. The Seven of Pentacles. And then the three cards that came out together. The Four of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ten of Swords. What's really interesting with these three cards, the Four of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ten of Swords, before I even get started on this top row, you can start manifesting your stuff. You guys are the magician, right? You can start planting your seeds and manifesting your stuff and doing what it is that you need to do. But the moment that you forget your power, the moment that you forget your status, the moment that you allow the world, the matrix, another person, another situation to control how you feel about it, you're just going to restrict yourself and everything will stop flowing, right? My Sagittarius moon might have already felt that energy, to be quite honest. The Ten of Swords is going to the worst possible case scenario, but it's also reminding you that you're at the end of a very difficult cycle. And you don't want to hold on to that. You don't want to hold on to the energy of that difficult ending, whatever it was for you. You know, and the reason why you don't want to hold on to that, because there's some kind of news that's coming in that's going to be creating some kind of balance, and it's going to feel like I literally want to go like this. Like it's going to feel like a victory. It's going to feel like, oh my God, finally. And when that news comes in, and it could be from a Libra even, it could be from a Libra energy, it could be from a Taurus energy too. But when that news comes in, the celebration that you'll want to have cannot be restricted by you thinking about everything that could go wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you don't want to show up in your best clothes, prepared for a really great time, and the other person is wearing like sweats or yoga pants, and you're like, I thought we were going to go out and have a really, really good time, and now you're completely devastated. Those are even down to those small, minute details could be the things that are happening, because communication sucks right now. Like it's horrible. So there's some kind of a message that's coming in. So we have the Page of Wands is that message, and it's gonna make things feel a lot better. So, and there could be some bumps and bruises along the way with that, but that's life, right? Such is the existence, whatever, right? Let's see what this Page of Wands is. Oh, see what I mean? Yeah, there's something that's coming in. I feel like this is news that you've been waiting for. Like this is something that you've really been, like it's definitely triggering something. The Wheel of Fortune on that Page of Wands means that there's a positive momentum, there's a positive movement that's happening with whatever information could be coming, you know, it could be something that you read, it could be from somebody else's mouth or whatever, but there's a cycle that's ending. I love that you guys got the Wheel of Fortune and the World like back to back. You guys, I'm saying you guys like I'm not involved. Oh, my Sagittarius moon, she's been extra feisty lately. All this Aries energy, I can't help it. The World with the Six of Wands. So you're closing out a cycle, and there's definitely it's gonna feel very celebratory. You guys basically have the best reading of this month so far. So that's always, I mean, like all the other readings were really, really difficult to get through. So yours feels good. It's like so high vibrational. So let's see. Yeah. And this is really what it all comes down to. You created this. Like you built the foundation, you made all of it happen. You stepped up and believed in yourself and had a little bit of faith, right? And that's scary. That's something that can be extremely scary, but you did this for yourself. 9 of Pentacles on the Justice card, you created that balance. And I feel like a lot of times with the Justice card, it's about karmic retribution. It's like what goes around comes around kind of thing. And whatever it is that you put out there in good, positive energy, you're always going to get it back. Like good karma exists too. It's not just all bad, right? So really believing in yourself, that 9 of Pentacles is feeling abundant and independent all on your own. Independent and abundant all. I think that's like Yeah. And remembering that when you have forgotten yourself, reminding yourself of that when you have forgotten yourself, that's going to be, you know, that's going to be the biggest. And so here's that Libra energy, or could be an Aquarius too, but could be an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. The King of Swords on the Seven of Pentacles. If you're wanting to grow a relationship, you're wanting to plant the seeds for a relationship, create the foundation for that, you can't be in this kind of mentality to do it. You know, you can't be in the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the sabotage, right? So when you plant those seeds, make sure that you're doing it with the intention of love. Make sure that you're doing it from that heart space and not attaching yourself to the expectation of what it's going to look like. I'm actually going to clarify each one of these separately, the Four of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Ten of Swords, which I normally wouldn't do since they all came out together, but they're screaming to be individualized. If that's not Sagittarius energy, like, don't put me in a group of cards. I'm an individual. Yep. Speak your truth. Don't be so harsh. I feel like, okay, the Page of Swords on the Four of Pentacles. Don't box yourself in. This is kind of what I was talking about. Don't box yourself in to an expectation, right? That Four of Pentacles is about really, really holding tight to something and being a little bit miserly about it. Like not being open and receptive, right? And so that Page of Swords, when you're not open and receptive, your words can be very, very sharp. You know? So paying attention to how you're closing off of your energy because of stress, because of expectations that you've placed on yourself, because of expectations somebody else has placed on you, or you feel like somebody else placed on you, because really, honestly, can anybody really place expectations on us? No. People say things, and then we put expectations on ourselves, but really it always comes back to yourself, and recognizing where you're restricting your energy because you're really closed off to not wanting to hear this, not wanting to move in another direction, not, you know, the things like that, that's going to sabotage you every single time. So just pay close attention to that. I feel like the Empress in this reading is reminding you of who you are, reminding you, and that may be the ending of that cycle. Like maybe you are breaking patterns right and left right now. Maybe you are clearing out traumatic cycles, but reminding you of the powerful energy. You cannot make this shit up, what just happened. The Sun and the Star on the Empress, talk about reminding yourself of who you are. This is such an insanely powerful reading. There's something that's happening in your life in April, and it may even follow into May a little bit too, but there's something that is happening during this time that's creating like a whole spiritual path for you. And the Sun is that healing clarity, the Star is the healing balance, and the Empress is the power. You see? And so that's why this Ten of Swords, like, I want you to feel your feelings. I want you to recognize when the wounds are revealing themselves. I want you to see I want you to see yourself in that place, because that's what I want you to heal, and I want you to remember that you never want to be in that place again. That you never want to be in that place of despair, that you never want to be in that place of fear, of lack, of bad self-esteem, that kind of stuff, right? Like, I want you to sit and honor those emotions and those feelings and that energy and that lack and that fear and the pain and all of that, because that's the stuff that you're not taking with you, right? And so when those things show up in your mind, the fear, oh man, thanks for showing up to your reading. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man on the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So looking at things in a different perspective, taking a moment of pause. If you need to pull your energy away from other people for a couple of days or go on vacation or whatever you need to do in order to gain that insight again, remind you of who you are and your power, do it. Whatever you got to do to get out of this Ten of Swords. This is the only bad card in this reading. I mean, the Four of Pentacles is a little bit bad, but it's not as bad as the Ten of Swords. So recognizing this isn't real. The Ten of Swords is not real. It is a fabricated illusion of all of the ways that things could go wrong. Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Starting a new journey, starting a new adventure. Some of you are going to be moving or traveling this month. That's the beginning of the adventure. That's the beginning of the journey. But there's definitely a feeling of having to shift, having to go a different direction, or having to see the path a little bit clearer. Oh, there we are. And being patient, you're almost at the end. You're almost at the end of this journey. So continue having your boundaries. Don't be defensive, right? The strength that you want is going to be in the healthy, loving boundaries that you create. Healthy, loving boundaries means that you are open and transparent with the people that you love. And if they don't respect what you're saying, or they don't respect the boundaries that you're keeping, they are not respecting you, period. If they don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect you, period. So recognizing all of that and knowing that you have, it's like, this is the way that I usually explain it to like when I'm doing counseling sessions or whatever. You know, we come in, we build these brick walls. Every single time we're hurt in life, we build this brick wall that's so high that people literally have to like throw a rope over and climb up it to prove themselves, to get over the brick wall, just to get to us, just to have access to us, right? So instead of doing that, have a fence. You can have the fence as high as you want it to be, but have a door. You are the doorman. You get to tell people who has access to your energy and who doesn't have access to your energy. And the second that that is disrespected, you get to even say, nope, you got to go on the other side of the fence. You've been banished, right? You're the empress, emperor, empress, whatever. It's all the creation energy, right? So that's healthy, loving boundaries. Healthy, loving boundaries is having a fence with a door. Being defensive is having a wall and forcing people to prove themselves to you. Nobody has to prove anything to you. You only have to prove it to yourself. So there's a fine line, right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful April. Come join us in the memberships. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry. Come join us in the memberships. We would love to have you there. There's going to be a lot of extra exciting things that are going to be happening this year in the memberships. You can join below by clicking the join button, or you can go to Patreon, which is in the description box. Either way, you get all the same perks and benefits with each tier. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful April, and I will see you soon. Bye.